I'm not going to hold back on this episode because it was bad. Now, was it bad as last week? No, it wasn't nearly as bad as last week's episode. But the dialogue, very cringe. They kept using the term Nazi. You find out that Blue Dragon is not a quote-unquote Nazi, and yet they still kill him. So what exactly is James Gunn really trying to tell us? Now, I'm not sitting here trying to get political or anything like that because I don't do that. But at the end of the day, let's call it what it is. He made this into a political statement. Especially with Adebayo, earlier in the episode when she's sitting down with a gay judo master. Or at least Metro. I will at least say that. We don't know if he's gay or not. But Metro judo master. And she's talking about her world. She's saying, oh, this world is not much different than our world that we live in. Like, wink, wink, in terms of the writing from James Gunn. So we got that as well. But let's go ahead and get into this dialogue real quick, just so you can see. Because they really don't stop with this, making Harcourt just the most cringiest character in all of the DCU.
A Nazi?
Don't call me that.
Don't call you a Nazi.
I didn't create the problem.
So again, unnecessary dialogue. You already said it. You've already said it. Why? Because you're a Nazi? And he says, don't call me that. And she says, why? Don't call you a Nazi? Like, bitch, he just said... James Gunn... And yeah, I'm not going to sit here and critique James Gunn as, a writer. Because obviously, he's very credible. I've loved most of his stuff. Not just liked it. Loved most of his stuff. But I don't know what has happened between then and now. But this shit is so cringe. It's so bad. It's almost unbearable. It's almost unbearable. And if you think that dialogue from Harcourt is bad, it's an entire episode of Harcourt just giving us cringe vibes and cringe dialogue and stupid one-liners. And now this part comes from the beginning of the episode. So this entire time you're telling us that you're making Peacemaker even more dumb than we already thought that he was, even more dumb than you already made him, that he was blind to the fact that there was a big ass picture of Hitler on the wall at the Argus office.
The giant fucking mural of Hitler?
Oh, fuck, how'd I miss that?
What do you mean, how did I miss that? Again, James Gunn and his stupid dialogue and stupid writing, bro. This dude lost his writing skills when he decided to sit down and write Peacemaker Season 2. Had to have. Either that or he had to been on some heavy drugs. I have no idea. But this is bad. You had the chance. You had the chance to make Peacemaker a badass. You had a chance to make Peacemaker cool and funny. This is not the same Peacemaker from Season 1. It's not. Because you can still make him like that dumb, like, jock type character and still make him murderous and vicious and whatever, while still telling a great story about his character. But instead, you decided to, quote-unquote, own the chuds. You wanted to, quote-unquote, tell a political statement and quote-unquote fight against racism. And your story is left behind because we're right back to square one to where we were at the beginning of the season. So his dad gets killed by Vigilante and his brother gets beaten almost to death. Oh, and by the way, let's not mention Harcourt's most cringiest moment of the entire episode.
Give me a fucking gun.
So Peacemaker and everybody else run through the doors of the timeline, right, to get back into their own universe. She stays back with the other vigilante, and she's pointing a gun at Keith, Peacemaker's dad, to finish him off. And this is the most cringiest moment we've seen thus far. Take a look.
Sorry, can't have you coming after him.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me that Peacemaker, who didn't want to kill Keith himself, his girlfriend, Harcourt, who has had this, and ever since episode 1, this ain't me saying this is the actual term that they gave her in episode 1 of season 2. Toxic masculinity. I shit you not. So that's a term they gave her in episode 1. And ever since then, they've been trying to make her into a dude and still have her being this romance with Peacemaker. Like, make this shit make sense, man. Like, I just don't understand how. How does James Gunn go from Guardians of the Galaxy to this? Even Suicide Squad was great. To this. Like, what? Oh my gosh. Season 1 wasn't the best writing. I'll admit that. I said that last video. This is way worse. And way more embarrassing. And like I said last week, this doesn't give me faith. It doesn't give me any more hope for the DCU. It makes me question whether James Gunn is writing Batman. Because if it comes to down to Batman Brave and Bold, which I really, really, really am against that idea, especially with Damian Wayne being Robin for this one, bro, James Gunn needs to keep his writing away from Batman. Because if you think this is cringe, and if you thought the dialogue from Superman was cringe, bruh, we are in for a world full of disappointment. Now, I'm not going to question James Gunn's long-term storytelling of the entire DCU, but I am going to question it when it comes to these shows. I'm not looking forward to Lanterns. And I love Kyle Chandler, one of my favorite actors ever. But, bruh, if it's anything like this, it is not going to be good. And people are going to stop watching. But, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think about Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 7. We got one more episode left. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do in that last episode. I saw the little preview thing at the end after the credits. And what they showed was that Economos and Harcourt, of course, amongst others at Argus, are going to be going in between, I guess, timelines and universes to, I guess, I don't know what the fuck they're looking for. So, we'll find out. We'll see. Because these are the people. This is the minority of the fandom. I just want to let you guys know that if they're even a part of the fandom. This person, Yanni's Nerdverse, says, Earth X Augie is such a great critique on centrist and passive politics. Duh. He might not be a Nazi, but he does what he can while accepting he lives in a fascist world. So here we go. We already go. They're using the word fascism. He's disgusted by Nazis, but not enough to fight them and abandon his literal mansion or wealth. These are the fans that James Gunn is pandering to. These are the fans that James Gunn is pandering to. And let me tell you something. They are in the minority. Which tells me ain't many people watching the show. You have lost a large audience of the small audience that you had from Season 1 that enjoyed the show. That carried over into Season 2. I guarantee you not nearly as many people that watched Season 1 are watching Season 2. The storytelling, the dialogue. Bro. It's frustrating, man. All I wanted was a good Peacemaker show. That's all I wanted. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. It's your boy Corn, and I am disappointed.